Hello students, let's move towards the next topic, that is linear combination of power series. Now if we multiply any power series by some constant, now suppose this power series is given series an x minus x naught raised to n. If we multiply it by constant c, then it means that the constant can be placed inside the summation, that is c summation of this power series. We can write it as summation of, we can take this c inside, so c an x minus x naught raised to n. Okay, this is multiplication by constant. Now two power series, suppose fx is series an x minus x naught raised to n and gx is power series bn into x minus x naught raised to n with positive radii of convergence. Both have positive radius of convergence. Then these two power series can be added term by term at points common to their open interval of convergence. That is, suppose if the first power series converges for radius of convergence r1 and if the second power series convergence for radius of convergence r2, then their addition fx plus gx means addition of these two power series can be done by fx plus gx is summation an plus bn into x minus x naught raised to n. Okay, means in this addition we can take x minus x naught raised to n common, what remain an plus bn. Then power series, summation of these two power series, then this power series, this is also convergent for mod of x minus x naught less than r. Now what is this r? This r is smallest of r1 and r2. Okay, first power series fx is convergent for r1, another for power series gx is convergent for r2, then their addition, then the power series which formed by addition of fx and gx is convergent for radius of convergence is r, where r is smallest of r1 and r2, means for a common part the power series of addition of two power series will be convergent. Okay, more generally linear combination of power series can be formed term by term, means what? C1 fx plus C2 gx, this can be written as C1 an plus C2 bn x minus x naught raised to n, n varies from 0 to infinity. Because what is fx? Fx is an x minus x naught raised to n, gx is bn summation bn x minus x naught raised to n. So C1 fx means C1 multiply to this, C2 multiply to this, then we can take x minus x naught raised to n common, what remain? C1 an plus C2 bn, that is written here C1 an plus C2 bn. Okay, so this is linear combination of two power series fx and gx. Now let us solve example. Example is, find the Maclaurin series for cos hyperbolic x as a linear combination of the Maclaurin series for e raised to x and e raised to minus x. Now using the Maclaurin series expansion for e raised to x and e raised to minus x, we will write Maclaurin series expansion for cos hyperbolic x. Now, so first of all, by definition we know that cos hyperbolic x is e raised to x plus e raised to minus x by 2. That is 1/2 e raised to x plus 1/2 e raised to minus x. Let us give it equation 1. Now we know the Maclaurin series expansion for e raised to x and for e raised to minus x. So we will write that expansion and we will substitute that value, that series expansion of e raised to x and e raised to minus x in this equation 1. So first of all, expansion for e raised to x is, e raised to x is equal to summation x raised to n upon n factorial, n varies from 0 to infinity, and e raised to minus x is summation minus 1 raised to n x raised to n upon n factorial. So we put these values in equation 1. So equation 1 becomes cos hyperbolic x is equal to 1/2, then 1 plus minus 1 raised to n x raised to n upon n factorial, n varies from 0 to infinity. Let us give it equation 2. Now what about this value? Now here this 1/2, 1 plus minus 1 raised to n, it has two values, either 1 or 0. So how we decide what it will be? Now if n is even integer, if it is even, it will be plus 1. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 upon 2 will be 1. If n is equal to 2m, that is if it is an even integer. And if n is odd, if n is equal to 2m plus 1, if n is odd, then it become minus 1. So 1 plus minus 1, that is 0. So finally we get 0 here. So it has two answers, means what? It has 1, it will be 0 if n is odd. Okay, means cos hyperbolic x will be 0 if n is odd, and it has some value when n is even. Therefore, from this equation 2 becomes cos hyperbolic x is equal to summation. So this value 1/2, this is 1, this value is 1 for even integer, so that even integer we will replace here. So summation x raised to 2m upon 2m factorial, m varies from 0 to infinity. Okay, let us solve another example. Suppose y is equal to summation a n x raised to n varies from 0 to infinity on an open interval I that contains the origin. Suppose this power series is given. Question is, express 2 minus x y double dash plus 2y as a power series in x on I. So first of all, we have to express this equation as a power series, and y is given. Okay, y is given, series a n x raised to n. We have to express this equation as a power series in x. So first of all, what is y? Now look here, in this equation what we require? We have y already, we need y double dash. So from this y we calculate y double dash and substitute all values here. So first of all, let y is equal to, that is given as summation a n x raised to n varies from 0 to infinity. Therefore y dash will be, from that y dash will be its derivative. So n a n x raised to n minus 1, n varies from 1 to infinity. Again take its differentiation, that will be n into n minus 1, a n x raised to n minus 2, n varies from 2 to infinity. Therefore now we will substitute these values in this equation. So we will write this equation. Therefore 2 minus x y double dash plus 2y is equal to, so this is 2y double dash minus xy double dash plus 2y. Okay, now let us substitute values of y double dash here. So is equal to, what is y double dash? This value, so we have written this value and this 2 here, then minus x into y double dash, this is y double dash, we multiply it by x. Okay, so that is summation, what it will be, n minus 1 a n. Now here is x raised to n minus 2 into this x, that will be x raised to n minus 1. So here is x raised to n minus 1. Okay, and plus last is 2 into y, so that is y is what? Y is summation, our y is summation a n x raised to n. So our 2 in this 2 into y will be, we multiply this by 2, so that is 2 plus summation 2 a n x raised to n. Let us give it equation 1. Now here you can see one series is x, it is power of x is n minus 2. Here power of x is n minus 1, and here power of x is n. Okay, so to add all these three power series, what we need? We need power of x as n. Okay, power of x n, and all these series, all these three series should start with same sequence, same index, that is it should start with 0 to infinity, n from 0 to infinity, n from 0 to infinity, like this. So we shift that. So here, now here n is 2 to infinity. If we want here n x raised to n, if we want x raised to n, what we need? We need to replace n by n plus 2. So everywhere we replace n by n plus 2. If we replace n by n plus 2, then here what became n by n plus 2, so n varies from 0 to infinity. Here it is x raised to n minus 1. If here we want x raised to n, then we should replace n by n plus 1. Okay, if we replace n by n plus 1, then here what becomes? N plus 1, all that changes will be there, and this series, last power series as it is. So that is written. To combine the three series, we shift indices in the first two to make their general terms constant multiples of x raised to n. Thus, so this is first series 2n, n minus 1, a n x raised to n minus 2. We replace this n by n plus 2. Okay, so everywhere n is replaced by n plus 2, n plus 2 minus 1, that is n plus 1, n is replaced by n plus 2. Here x raised to n plus 2 minus 2, that is x raised to n. N replaced by n plus 2, so n plus 2 is equal to 2 to infinity, that is n must be 0 to infinity. Let us give it equation 2. Then second power series is this. What we are doing? We are replacing n by n plus 1 everywhere. Okay, n plus 1, n plus 1 minus 1, that will be n. Replace this n by n plus 1, n by n plus 1 minus 1, so that remain only n. Replacing this n by n plus 1, so n plus 1 is equal to 2 to infinity, means n is varies from 1 to infinity. Now here, now you can see that remaining two power series are starting from 0 to infinity. Now here we are getting n varies from 1 to infinity. If we will put n is equal to 0, what happen? Then answer is 0, then definitely means there is no change in the power series, so we can put value of n as 0. So in spite of n is equal to 1 to infinity, we are taking n is equal to 0 to infinity, remaining terms as it is. Let us give it equation 3. So now we will add all these 3. So where we added, now it is written about this equation 3, where we added 0 term in the last series, so that when we substitute 2 and 3 in 1, all 3 series will start with n is equal to 0. Therefore equation 1 becomes, in last step what we have done, we add all of these 3 series, means we substitute these values in equation 3, and what is common there, we have taken x raised to n common, so what remained? 2n plus 2 n plus 1 a n plus 2 minus n plus 1 n a n plus 1 plus 2 a n. Okay, so the given equation is written in the form of power series in x, means x raised to n. There is not like x minus 1 raised to n or x minus 2, it is an x, so it is x raised to n. Okay, let us solve another example. Suppose y is equal to series a n x minus 1 raised to n, n varies from 0 to infinity, on an open interval I that contains x naught is equal to 1. Express the function 1 plus x y double dash plus 2 into x minus 1 square y dash plus 3y as a power series in x minus 1 on I. Now this equation is given, we have to express this equation as a power series in x minus 1. Now not in x, in x minus 1. Okay, y is given. As we want this expression in x minus 1, therefore y is taken as a n x minus 1 raised to n. Okay, it is not taken as a n x raised to n, it is taken as a n x minus 1 raised to n. Okay, so let us solve this example. So this is given function 1 plus x y double dash plus 2 x minus 1 square y dash plus 3y. Now we want this equation in x minus 1. So here is x minus 1, but here is 1 plus x, so we adjust this term here. So we want power series in x minus 1, so we rewrite the above function as, so we will write it as 2y double dash plus x minus 1 y double dash. In place of this we are writing this part. Okay, remaining as it is. This is same, because it is, if we have taken y double dash common, what remained? 2 plus x minus 1, that is 1 plus x. Okay, so it is same as this. We are writing this, what the reason? That we want the term as x minus 1 here. Okay, now let us, this y is given, from this y we calculate y dash, from this y we calculate y dash, y double dash, and substitute these values in this equation 1, and then we simplify. So now what is y? Y is summation a n x minus 1 raised to n, n varies from 0 to infinity. From that y dash is summation n a n x minus 1 raised to n minus 1, n varies from 1 to infinity. And y double dash is again its derivative, so that is n minus 1 a n x minus 1 raised to n minus 2, n varies from 0 to infinity. In next step what we will do? We will substitute these values in equation 1. We can directly substitute or what we can do, we will find all these 4 terms. Means we will find 2 into y double dash. Means what? We multiply this by 2. 2y double dash, this series should multiply by 2. Then x minus 1 into y double dash. Means we multiply this series by x minus 1. Okay. So multiply this by x minus 1. What happened here? X minus 1 into x minus 1 raised to n minus 2. That become x minus 1 raised to n minus 1. Then we multiply, then we want this element, means we multiply by y dash by 2 into x minus 1 square. So we multiply this y dash by 2 into x minus 1 square. So that become 2, here 2, x minus 1 square into x minus 1 raised to n minus 1. That become x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. And finally 3 into y, means we multiply this equation by 3. So 3 into y, that is summation 3 into this part. So what we are going next? We find all these 4 terms and then we will add them. So 2 into y double dash is this equation, then x minus 1 y double dash, then 2x minus 1 square y dash, and then this is our 3y. Okay. Now here you can see, for comparison, what we want? We want x minus 1 raised to n everywhere. Here is x minus 1 raised to n minus 2, here power is n minus 1, here is n plus 1. We want the power same, that is x minus 1 raised to n. So we will shift it. So before adding this 4 series, we shift indices in the first 3. We need to shift indices in the first 3 so that their general term become constant multiple of x minus 1 raised to n. So what need here? Here we want n and here is n minus 2. So we replace n by n plus 2. So it becomes from 0 to infinity, and replace n by n plus 2. So 2n plus 2, n plus 1, like this. So an plus 2, x minus 1 raised to n. Then in second, here also, here what we replace n, here we want n and here is n minus 1. So we replace n by n plus 1 everywhere here. So we get this equation. Now again, this was from 1 to infinity, but we want n should start from 0 for all, then we can add it. So what happen if we keep n is equal to 0, then that becomes 0, means there is no change. So in space of writing n is equal to 1 to infinity, we can write n is equal to 0 to infinity. That is equation number 3. Next, for this equation, it is x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. We want n only. So here what we are doing, we will replace n by n minus 1. We replace n by n minus 1. So we get this equation. Okay. Again, here also we replace n by n minus 1. So what happened? N minus 1 is equal to 1 to infinity. That is n is equal to 2 to infinity. But it is written n is equal to 1 to infinity. Why? Because if we put n is equal to 1, then what happened? 1 minus 1, that is 0. That term is 0. So we can put n is equal to 1. We can adjust this. And last series is as it is, because it is x minus 1 raised to n. So we have keep this last series 3y as it is. Next, now here where we added initial 0 terms to, in equation 3 and 4, we added initial 0 terms. Now adding these equations from 2 to 5, because our equation is addition of these 4, so we are adding this part also. So by adding this, what we get? We get, now look here, we are adding these 4. From these, the third series, it starts from n is equal to 1 to infinity, and remaining these 3 start with n is equal to 0. So what we are doing, here is n starts 0, here n starts 0, here is n starts from 0. So we will put value of n is equal to 0 in these 3 equations and calculate the term we get, and then we generalize the remaining. Means what? Here, look here, left hand side addition of these 4 is equal to, while n is equal to 0, this part will be, what will be this term? n0. So 0, 0, 2 into 2, 4. Here a2 x minus 1 raised to 0 means 1. So what we get? 4a2. Okay. Look here, we have written b naught plus summation bn x minus 1 raised to n. N varies from 1 to infinity. Okay, n varies from 1 to infinity. And we have not written here n varies from 0 to infinity because that term is calculated in b naught. So for n varies from 1 to infinity, whatever the common term we have taken it as bn, and this x minus 1 raised to n. Okay, so what is that term? That is written later. So where this b naught is equal to, b naught means the term we get when n is equal to 0. So when n is equal to 0, here we get 4a2. So b naught is equal to 4. This is here 4a2. When n is equal to 0, this term is 0. Here is no question of n is equal to 0. So we skip it. And when n is equal to 0, this becomes 3a naught into 1. So this is 3a naught. So b naught is equal to what? 4a2 plus 3a naught. This is the term when n is equal to when n is equal to 0 is placed in this 3 equation. So we give that as we give it name as b naught plus summation bn x minus 1 raised to n varies from 1 to infinity, and bn is equal to, now what will be bn x minus 1 raised to n. So coefficients of x minus 1 raised to n, and then their addition, we are adding these 4. So that will be 2 into, so here you can see, so that is this first term 2n plus 2n plus 1 an plus 2. Okay, 2n plus 2n plus 1 an plus 2, then plus n plus 2 n plus 2n an plus 1 plus 2n minus 1 an minus 1, and last plus 3n. So here is last plus 3n, so we added this. So this is our required answer. So this given equation is equal to b naught plus summation bn x minus 1 raised to n, where b naught and bn are specified. Okay, here the last term is 3 into a n, where n for this bn, n is greater equal 1, because for n is equal to 0 we have written the separate term. Okay, let's stop here. In next lecture, next video, we will start new topic. Thank you.